Never find my way home, yeah.
Welcome to What Happened to the World Today. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott, and this is the tale of how bad life decisions led to a YouTube show.
And we're going to talk about what we've noticed is going on in the world. And it's bad. It's bad everywhere. Folks, you need to listen to our show because we only talk about good stuff. There is so much bad right now. There are floods, hurricanes, earthquakes, fires. California is burning down again. It's the only state I know that burns down every year.
And the Chicago area is flooding again.
Yeah, flooding. Somebody's going to have a hurricane that never gets a hurricane. It's ridiculous. It's just bad news out there. So
That Aruba's noted for
no, somewhere here in the United States that's going to get like a hurricane, like not Carolinas, like Dakotas or something. I don't know. I saw it and I was like, I can't.
Now that would be cool.
Seriously, I'm like, okay, I can't do it
Ladies and
anymore.
gentlemen, we have a hurricane making landfall in North Dakota.
Yeah, it made that far. So we started talking, and my daughter, she's a genius. It's like, okay, how would we survive if we were in this? Because nobody leaves, and the people are staying there, and people are getting hurt, and people are dying, and it's very sad. So Courtney is a genius. She goes, okay, here's what you do, Dad. We have 4 cars. We each have our own car. We all pack up our car. We all get in our cars, put some stuff in there that we need to keep, and we go to a hotel. And we just go stay at a hotel because they said to get out. So you get out. I go, but people don't. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. The police are telling you to get out. They're telling you to leave. The fire is coming. You have a warning. We have the opportunity. We're very fortunate. Some people don't have that opportunity to leave or get out, right? They're trapped where they are. But
Right.
yeah, we get in the car. We leave. We go.
Right?
And then the fire comes or the flood comes or the hurricane comes and we're at a hotel somewhere safe. She would
Love it.
survive.
Yes.
She's got it figured out. She's like, in her brain, it's like no big deal. They said, get out. I'm leaving.
Well, that does make sense. But see, now, if you were in the military, you'd have a go bag.
Right. And remember the movie, The Amityville Horror? That very old movie, right?
Yes.
The movie
Not my
starts
kind of
out-
movie.
But the movie starts out this way. Honey, I hear something. What's that voice? Get out of the house. Okay, and then a 2-hour movie happens. My daughter would hear the voice. She'd get out.
Get out of the house. Yeah.
She's I'm out of
You're
here.
right. She's a
Movie over.
genius.
Done. So she's a genius. So thank you, Courtney, for being smart and
Yes.
listening to what's
We're gonna
going
follow
on
you.
and just getting in the car and leaving. She's out of here.
It works for me.
Now I got to go back to the Golden Knights, the NHL hockey team in Las Vegas.
Yes.
You heard what they announced. What did they announce, Scott?
If I recall correctly, they have a new mascot.
They do. What a great idea. You know what? We could do awesome. Please tell everybody what our mascot is.
It is a Gila monster.
His name is Chance. He's number 1, and he's a Gila monster.
I think that's really dumb.
What? I don't. What?
Sorry.
Okay, remember
I
we
really
talked
think it's
earlier
dumb.
when in preseason, let's go Golden Knights. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, folks, have you never been to a hockey game before? Please, I'm from the Midwest. It's got the Blackhawks, Red Wings, like the original 8 teams. Okay, I'm going to tell you all this right now. The reason they throw octopuses onto the ice is when they played hockey originally, it took 8 wins. Just 8. Is it all there?
There you go.
8
Yep, you're all right.
wins to win the Stanley Cup because there were that few teams. So you only had to win 8 games to win the Stanley Cup. You won 8 games, you won the Stanley Cup. That's why they throw octopuses out there. So I'm educating you now. Wait for the whistle. You are a respectful fan. You stand in the hallway waiting to come out till the play stops. Then when they blow the whistle, you get as fast as you can to your seat. And if the play starts, you sit down. Yes, you sit down on the stairs if you didn't make it back to your seat in time. Stop blocking the fans' views. So now, can you tell I'm a little passionate about this? I love hockey. Hockey's my sport.
I do remember.
Okay. So, Bill, you're the owner of the Golden Knights. I'm talking to you. You and I you need to hire Scott and I. You missed a huge opportunity here.
Gigantic.
Ginormous. What you needed to do was have a king and a queen as the mascots.
That would make sense because they're the Golden Knights.
They're the Golden Knights. Now, how do you become a knight, Scott?
Well, you get knighted by the king and queen.
So the king and queen could walk around and do what?
Knight the fans.
And make them official Golden Knights. Then they give them a card that says you've been officially knighted. They can go trade that card in to buy a patch they can put on their sweater. Yes, I said sweater. In hockey, they're not called jerseys. They're called sweaters. And they put the patch on the sweater that they are official Golden Knights.
Marketing, baby.
Proclamation
Marketing.
of the king and queen. You got to do it. Scott
Yep.
would be a great king. Scott is dressed up.
Yes, I would.
He's done Ren fairs.
Wait.
Renaissance fairs. Yes, the wave. But it would be okay. So here's the deal: we make money on the show. You and I get the costumes. We go around and we do it.
Okay, I'm in.
And we'll just go around and we'll knight the people and we'll create our own patches and give them out that they were by official proclamation. Of the king and queen. I am a Golden Knight fan. I'm like,
We might have to rethink that just a little bit.
why?
I don't think you'd make a great queen. Sorry.
Why not?
You'd have to
I'll
shave.
shave. I'll shave.
Okay.
I'll shave. I'm working on losing weight so I'll look better in a dress too.
Okay.
Because that goes back with my Halloween costume. I want to go as Jon Snow White.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So I'm trying to find a Snow White costume. And then I'll get the dark hair and the sword. And that could be Jon Snow White. I'm sorry. Nobody thinks that's a funny costume. I think that's a funny costume. I can't help it. So, I don't know. It's just a way to sell more merchandise. I mean, and then we could fix the Gila monster.
It's not just about selling merchandise, although from a profitability standpoint, that's of course what the teams are always looking for. But PR alone, I mean,
right? You're looking hey, the king and queen are going to be at this location. Come get knighted.
Yep,
How cool would that be?
it would be awesome.
And then you're an
Yeah.
official, and then you can sign up for the fan club because they're always looking to get the fan club bigger, right? You go on the webpage and you click on it. Would you like to sign up and get more information? If you're officially knighted, you have to give us your information to get officially knighted.
That's right.
So the court jester standing there with the iPad putting the information in. I don't know. Why did we miss out on this?
Good question. I just thought of an idea.
Was it lonely?
Well, we're both pretty funny. Well,
hope so.
usually, anyway. So either one of us would make a good court jester.
Right.
We're both technologically savvy.
And we
except I
both can
said the
juggle.
Yeah, but I can only do two. You do multiple.
Okay. It's still good.
Right. And I don't sword swallow anymore because, oh man, that just gave me indigestion. But what about Peggy as the queen?
Well, I'm good with that.
Because she also enjoys hockey.
Yeah. Right. And we can have the prince and the princess. So my kids can
Right.
be there. I mean,
So-
there's families that go and they dress up and stuff. I say we do it. So I could be the king. You could be the king. I could be the king. You could be the court jester. Because I'm married to Peggy. Could kind of be weird. But I don't care. And we go there.
Although
and
in
we start-
royalty, things do get a lot like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Well, I think that's by lineage, right? You have to be.
yes.
So-
Yeah.
Well, you're the expert in medieval compared to the two of
Renaissance
us.
fair and
Yeah.
I like to read science fiction fantasy, and I play a role playing game that is
Right.
geared that way.
Yeah, you're not a LARPer though, right? Have you done LARPing?
No, I did it once. The problem is it's always on the weekend.
When you were LARPing, live action role playing.
Yes,
So you dress up, go out into a field, and you actually throw lightning bolts.
yes, and it's not just obviously that, because obviously you've heard of like the Union and Confederate Army stuff.
Right, they're the
and,
original
that's also-
LARPers.
right? Yeah, so different categories.
We could do a superhero LARPing. That's not been done yet. That would be a huge. Okay, so we start. Look, marketing, making money. They have a Renaissance fair. Why not have a superhero fair? Well, wait,
I-
because we'd have to pay licensing to use the characters, right?
More than likely. Although, what was that movie where people, they were all odd. They weren't really superheroes. They were
Right. They were
Mystery Men.
Mystery Men. Yeah.
Yeah. So we could do something like that. People create their own goofy
Right. That
superhero
works. Yeah.
skills.
Yeah, and they could bring. We wouldn't be able to advertise, but they could bring their stuff. They could dress
Yes.
up if they bought the costume. But we would.
Or
Yeah,
if they make their own.
we're back in. We're back in. So we're figuring out how to make money. Okay, so Bill, I want you to listen to me again. After we get the King and Queen, get everybody 90, we can rebrand the Gila monster into a dragon.
That's right.
We thought he was a Gila monster, but then as he got older, he became a dragon.
Or a wyvern.
Okay. Yeah, now you okay. I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, all right. They're basically flying dragons, but man.
so it's a dragon.
It
Wait,
is. It's
wait,
just
wait.
a different type.
So is that like the commercial where they go, "Oh, I can't believe that you're so different. I'm a custodian and you're a janitor."
Yeah. You're a spirit and I'm a poltergeist.
Yeah. So yeah, it's so much different. Well,
Yes.
thank you for the big word there, Scott. Mr.
You're welcome.
Mr. Wikipedia pulled out the giant flying lizard. Giant flying lizard. No, but that would be so okay, so we got an origin story.
Yep.
The Gila monster becomes a dragon.
Sure.
So
And he fights for the king and queen.
right, because they do that now.
They raised him as from a little guy.
Right. That's it. Perfect. Problem solved. So Golden Knights, contact us at What Happened to the World Today. Contact Stephen Scott. We'll take care of it all for you. We make this happen.
And we are reasonable.
We are very reasonable. And Scott has a lot of experience in kings and queens and castles because you were on a siege this last weekend.
Yes, we were. It was fantastic.
And the game you play is called?
Lineage 2.
Okay. And how many people were in your group in your siege?
We had 57 in our clan that were at the siege, and including our ally, we had 3 other clans that were there with us. We were a little bit over 150 total.
Oh, nice. So what did you achieve in your siege?
We took our first castle,
Okay, so
and,
now
and
when
then we
there's-
held it.
So when there's multiple groups like that, who gets the castle?
Whoever signs for it. Basically,
Whoever signs for it. Okay, wait. All I gotta do is sign for it, and I get a castle.
sort of. It's not quite as easy as that. I'll give you a quick rundown because otherwise we'll be here too long as usual.
Well, we're gonna be too long. We got about 5 minutes left.
Each clan has a clan leader.
Okay.
The clan leader is the one who signs for the siege, and then we all show up. And when the siege starts, your allies, you make a decision who you're going to fight, what you're going to go after, and then you support each other. We have been helping our allies get their castles and hold their castles because we weren't strong enough quite yet. We're strong, but we're not. I mean,
Well, to
when
hold
we're
a
ally-
castle, you gotta be pretty strong.
you got to be pretty strong. I mean, so we've finally gotten our main 2, they call them CPs, which is constant parties. Our 2 main CPs, we're still not anywhere near to the category of these big guys, but we can hold our owns now. So our ally said, okay, we'll help you take Dion Castle. So they went in there and battered down all the doors and gates that needed to be opened up for us to get in. And then we all went in there as a giant group. And then the clan leader, and only the clan leader, goes into what's called the casting room, and you sign for the castle. And it takes 2 minutes of not being interrupted.
Oh, so you guys have to guard to make sure nobody else comes in the room. If somebody comes in the room, the clock restarts.
There were probably 300 people in that casting room area all fighting. It's called PvP,
Right.
which is player versus player. And I'll tell you something. When you have that many people in there, the lag, you think the lag on our YouTube show is a little funny when we're talking like martial arts movies. You push buttons and everything just goes, blink, 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 blink. But, it's my computer is pretty much strong enough that I do well, so I don't lock up. But a lot of our people are saying, "Oh, I can't move." So it's impressive, and it took us 40 minutes to finally stop being interrupted during the
For
signing.
2 minutes. So 40 minutes to get 2 minutes of uninterrupted time.
Correct. Then we held it for 50 minutes.
Okay, so when the time limit is up and the siege time limit is over, the last person who has it keeps it
Correct. Well, the person who signed for it, which is our clan leader.
till the next weekend when you have another siege.
2 weeks. It's 2 weeks you get to keep the castle.
Oh. Now,
However,
in that 2 weeks, what are you doing? Yeah.
well, before that, when we first took it, the siege is a 2-hour-long siege. During that 2 hours, sometimes castles change hands 4, 5, 6 times. Okay? Because, so like I said, some of these people are really, really strong, and they just wipe everybody out, and it takes you longer than 2 minutes to get back from town to the castle, because when you lose your castle, you get ported out back to town. Everybody does. The only ones who get to stay in the castle are whoever owns that castle.
Okay.
Okay?
So everybody, even if you were like let's say two groups were fighting,
Yes.
and this group wins, then you get ported out too, right? You don't get to stay there and then try and beat them up. You get ported back, right?
You're talking about the helpers?
Well, no. Let's say that. Is there any? Well, okay. Let me back up. Is there any situation where like you're trying to get the castle and this group's trying to get the castle that's not related to you?
Correct. That does happen.
Okay. So you win, and you're in there. You got the castle. Do they have to go back to town and then come back, or
They
do
automatically go back to town. They have no choice in the matter. They just all of a sudden go poof, they're gone.
Okay, so
And then for literally a few minutes, everybody sits there and goes, we did it. And we're all like going, oh my God, let's get set up. We got to get the defenses ready and set everything up again. It's like, oh my God, because I kid you not, some of these, like the one that we took, it takes less than 3 minutes to run from town to get back to the castle gate. 3 minutes of game time.
Oh, wow. Well,
You got to run.
that's too close to town.
Well, there's only 2 that take longer than that. Most of the rest of them are, and they do
okay.
it on purpose, because otherwise it would be a lot harder to hold a lot easier to hold your castle.
Because you'd have more time to put defenses
Correct.
in place.
Yes. So,
Wow.
but it is a fascinating game, and we're very, very happy because we moved to this server almost a year ago, and it took us this long to get built up to the point where we could finally be strong enough to take and hold a castle.
All right. Well, you're
With
going
help.
to need to have to start figuring out how to record those games and start posting those on Scott Thomas.
Actually, I can, but we don't usually record. We don't live stream the sieges.
Well, you
so
don't have to live stream it. Just
right.
record
I'm gonna
it,
have to just record.
and then you can do like a voiceover on it explaining what you were doing, and then like speed up the part where you're running. I don't want to watch you run from town for 3 minutes. You can just do that in fast.
Yes.
Go really, really fast. And here we ran from town, and then it goes really fast. So yeah, you'll have to do that. You'll have to record one, but then you'll have to do post edit, and then post that up on Scott Thomas. So that's going to be one of the tasks I'm going to give you for this year. I want it done in 2017,
Okay.
and you can go ahead and get us a gameplay. And it doesn't have to be the full 2 hour. I mean, you record the full 2 hours, but you can edit it down to like
Right.
10 minutes or 20 minutes of the cool stuff.
Right.
Because then I'll watch it, and then we'll have more to talk about.
Exactly.
So we'll continue this conversation as Scott continues on for future episodes. I'll continue to talk about my golf and hopefully get better.
Maybe we'll hear from Bill.
Yeah, Bill, please call us. I would love to work with the Golden Knights, for the Golden Knights.
And I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Give me
I
tickets.
think Steve and I could do a great job, and I'd love to come out to Vegas and do some stuff like this. It would be
a riot.
It really would.
So cool. Well, thank you all for watching.
And if you feel our show is not a bad life decision,
Then please subscribe, like our videos. Watch our other shows on that side, on the computer, down on the bottom. If you're on your phone, scroll out. I have What Happened to Las Vegas Today, where I talk about all the shows and golf courses you can go to in Las Vegas. And then we've made it easy for you to find Scott Thomas. So when you search Scott Thomas, it doesn't come up with the 80 or 90 Scott Thomases there are. There's a link. It'll take you right to his videos, which we're going to start getting new ones up there for. So with that, we'll see you on the next show.
have a good one.
Baby crazy, and what you still amaze me.